All right, let's go over bubble sort. Start with, let's look at my beautiful little picture here. And if we notice, we've got our numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 starting at the top. And in this case, we're going to show it with the larger number, it's going to bubble up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our first two numbers, 1 and 2, we're going to compare them. 2 bigger than 1? Yes. If that's the case, let's swap it and move it up. It's going to bubble its way up. Go down. Is 3 bigger than 1? Yep. Let's bubble that one on up. Move on to the next one. Is 4 bigger than 1? We're going to bubble that up. And as we get to the bottom, we're going to start to repeat. And slowly and eventually, we will bubble all of our larger numbers to the top. And that will give us a sorted array. Let's dive into the code. All right. Here I am in bubblesort.js. Let's make our function. We'll name it bubblesort. No crazy names here. Let's pass in an array. And in that array, we want, as we saw before, we want to loop through it. So let's create a for each loop. And we'll take in nothing, because we are going to have to loop through this multiple times. And then now, so that first loop, this one right here is going to run the length of our array. So whatever this is, it's going to run n times. Then inside of that, we're going to do the same thing. And this is where we're going to get that n squared from, because we're going to have to run through our array once more. Now here we are going to take in something. Take in element, and then I want to grab the index. I'm not going to use the element, but we will use the index. And then now, what we want to check is our array at this index greater than our array at the index plus 1. So is it greater than our next one? Give that a regular bracket first. So here's where we're going to do our comparison. Is 2 bigger than 1 like we saw previously? And if that's the case, then what we want to do is we want to take our array, the index, and our array at index plus 1. We want to swap those. I'm going to copy this, save myself a little bit of typing here. So we want this to be index plus 1, and then we want this one here to be just the index. So what we're saying is this one right here will swap to become this one. This one right here will swap to become this one. And if all this is successful, let's just return our array. Now we don't need that to do that. Let's do an unsorted array. Just to make this super simple to follow what we did previously. Do 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll just console.log out. Let's pass it the unsorted array. Fire up our terminal. Let's run it. You can see right here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we completely turn it all around. So let's dive a little bit deeper and let's see exactly what was going on. Well, let's just console.log out our array. Let's just watch it. I'm going to add one little break here just so we can separate it out. Open up our console a little bit more and let's look at it. Okay, so we can see our 4 started out as 1. The next time we went through it, our 4 was over here. The next time we went through it, we moved our 4 here. Finally, 4 was in its final position. And we did the same thing to 3. Kind of bubbled its way back until it got to its last position. And then 2 bubbled its way back until it was in the last position. And then we can see down here, we just ran the loop kind of for no reason. There is some room for improvements there. But depending on the type of array, this would have been necessary. It's just this one, it's only 4 integers and they're in exact opposite order. I hope this was enough to clarify how bubble sort works. And I definitely encourage everybody to keep learning and dive a little deeper than what I'm showing here. Thanks so much for watching.